I belong to a family that grew up here in the land of Israel, in Jerusalem, particularly since the mid-19th century. And I had to fly 8,000 miles away to spend 4 years in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to discover my Judaism.
More than anything, I think that the Reform idea is about equality, about accepting the other. These are things that are missing in our country.
If I say that I am Datiya Reformit, religious reform, it sounds like an oxymoron. How could you possibly be religious, which means Orthodox in Hebrew, and reform?
Reform are a strange bird. To the secular, we're religious. To the religious, we're secular. It's not clear.
For the army, I just kind of felt that, why should I apologize for who I am? I was born here, I served in the army, I pay my taxes, I'm a good citizen in this country. There is no reason that I should apologize for who I am.
I was born in Tel Aviv to an Israeli secular family. Since I can remember myself, I was pretty much interested in finding my Jewish identity.
People can't understand it, that most of American Jewry are Reform. They can't understand it. In Israel it's a very small group of people that are trying the best that they can to make it another way. They have to go to Supreme Court every second day because the politics in Israel controlled by the people that are not the Reform movement. So when you involve religion and politics together, it's a disaster.
In my case, my mom was put off by the Orthodox and went out to find an alternative and landed by chance on Rabbi Kinneret. And from there, we are here. In our home, there is equality between men and women. We have a set of boy and girl twins, and it was inconceivable that one would go up to the Torah while the other would not, and certainly not to be stuck in the women's section. We don't accept being separated for the Torah service. When our older son Ni was about to have his bar mitzvah, I started looking, and I was told that there's some congregation in the area with a woman rabbi. They didn't even say what it was. I searched for the phone number. I called Rabbi Kinneret Shiryon, made an appointment. She told me everything, and the rest is history. Our kids can't understand how significant it is that we have found a path that suits us. Otherwise, they would grow up with nothing, in a kind of vacuum. The very fact we have found this connection, this is the reason why we will survive here. Otherwise, we are dead.
The Reform movement has had a difficult history with the State of Israel. There is a sense that this is the Jewish homeland and we are not free to be Jews here. And that can be a very alienating feeling, I think, for Israelis, and can be a very alienating feeling for Reform Jews in America and around the world as well. But even though it would seem that some Jews might denigrate our Judaism, that there are limits to what Judaism can be in this holy Jewish place, still that has been part of Jewish history for millennia. And the dialogue and the resonance between the traditional and those who are progressive, the dialogue and the resonance that exists in the vibrations between those two poles, for me, is the music of Jewish life.